Most people do not realize that animals are still used for testing. The industry keeps it as a very, very dirty secret. The reason that beagles are used is because they won't bite an animal researcher when they're being poked and prodded with needles, when they're being slammed up against walls. They cry. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that, you know, they slam them against the wall, they punch their faces. This isn't just about testing, it's about the way that they're treated. It's exactly like solitary confinement, except for the fact that they hear the screams of what's going on outside. When these laboratories close down or have no longer any use for these dogs, they are killed. So Ebbie would be dead if we didn't intervene. This dog was skin and bones. You could see his entire skull.
He had tumors all over him, on his head, on his neck, on his hindquarters.
He refused to eat. He went to the bathroom on himself. He was on his deathbed.
He said, okay, I'm in pain, my life is miserable, I'm just gonna sit here and keep breathing until I stop breathing. They took him in to test him, and it had all the symptoms of canine masticulitis, which basically makes his jaw freeze up. It would just clench, the jaw would clench, he's unable to open his mouth. But they tested him for it, and it came up negative, but they're saying he's had so many things, who knows what chemicals and processes have been tested on him. The labs won't give you that information when you give you the dogs. They're basically, you take him as is, we're not gonna tell you what we did to these dogs.
I literally hand-fed him little bits all day long. And I just thought, well, if these are his last days, you know, these are his last days, at least he's got love. And slowly but surely, he started eating a little bit more, started getting a little bit more energy. And then, you know, we also rescue other dogs under ARME. And so we had rescued a bunch of pit bull puppies. I brought a couple of the puppies around Ebbie, and he became alive. He loved these puppies. Even though he couldn't get up and really move around, they would cuddle with him and play on top of him, and he was like loving every second of it. And a couple weeks later, he was getting up and walking around with them. I mean, he got well. He got well. And when he got well, I called Cindy again. I said, Ebbie's gonna make it. He's doing so well. And she said, I really want to adopt him. I loved him, and you know, can I adopt him? And of course I said yes.
What makes Ebbie so special is his survival instinct. The fact that he chose to survive. It would not have been impossible for Ebbie to have thrown in the towel, but he didn't. What makes Ebbie special is his will to live.
Come to me.
Ebbie is, he's a little nudge. Ebbie is developing into a very dominant, cocky little boy. It's good though, because he was coming from such a whipped puppy behavior. He eats everything, including entire loaves of bread. Ebbie says he cannot get in and out of a car. No, I'm gonna sit here and wait for you to pick me up, all 45 pounds of him, to put him in the car, okay? But when it comes time to getting a loaf of bread off the counter, all of a sudden the little brat has wings, you know? His favorite girlfriend is my Buttercup. And they will, you know, rub noses together. Wherever one lies down, the other one curls up next to them so they're touching. They like to snuggle together. So Ebbie and Buttercup are best buds. Ebbie's taught me to enjoy the moment, and to enjoy the life that I have at the moment, because that's what he's doing. Ebbie enjoys life, and he teaches me to enjoy life.
Thanks for watching. For more heartfelt stories of hope and rescue, check out thepetcollective.tv.